How y'all doing? Okay, so I'm going to show you how I detangle my hair using my new Tangle Teezer brush. Oh my gosh. So I'm starting slowly by working from the bottom and going gently up the shaft of that bunch of hair that I have in my hand, right? So just taking my time and going to the top. And honestly, guys, like I have to say, the Tangle Teezer truly has been a game changer. Like I thought the Flexi brush was it, which to a certain extent, it's been, it served its purpose, right? When I was still trying to figure out how to sort of experimenting with different types of brushes and things like that, and getting away from the traditional paddle brush. So that it served its purpose. I learned what I learned from it. I do feel like now in retrospect, it was a little too hard. I like the flexi feature, but it was too rigid, right? I didn't realize that anything existed with bristles that are this soft, right? And that's what I'm noticing with the Tangle Teezer. So it's just been such a great find, right? Like, so I'm just I really don't need to be going over it as many times as I am. I think I just found myself celebrating the surprising reality that I could keep going over that section of hair without it breaking much. Did you see a second ago? Like I looked at, first of all, look at how like zero tangles, right? You saw that? And so now I'm going to go ahead and throw one of my perm rods in my hair. So in addition to detangling, right, with the Tangle Teezer, I'm going to perm rod set my hair and then sit under the dryer to prep it for what I do next is there's kind of just a quick going over with my paddle brush blow dryer. So I'm sectioning the hair now before I go ahead and insert or twist it up and then roll the perm rod. But what I'm going to do next is use the Lotta Body mousse. And I really like this mousse. It says it's got coconut and shea oils, or I think cocoa and shea oils. I don't know. But y'all can watch me try to finagle the wrapper because it's a new bottle with Lotta Body. So I'm just going through the process of trying to figure out how to open it. And then I discovered that I have my letter opener right in front of me. Wow. Yeah, let's use this instead and not try to use the madness of trying to do it over and over with the rat tail comb. It just wasn't working, right? Like insanity is the definition of doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And so back to what I was talking about with the flexi brush, right? Like if I had just continued using that over and over and expecting different results, that would have been insanity. So it's necessary to kind of tweak the routine a little bit. And so much of this is trial and error. I'm learning along with you guys. I'm hoping that you're learning with me, right? And it's all a learning process. And I'm grateful to have learned everything I've learned so far and to continually learn even more. So I'm just going to put like one pump of the Lotta Body. A little goes a long way, right? So I don't know if you saw earlier, but I barely lost any hair, right? Like I barely took anything out when I brushed that section with the Tangle Teezer, and I looked at the brush. It was like, well, there's like nothing here, right? That's why I just kept going over it with the brush because it was like, well, it's not like I'm losing any hair, right? Nothing's coming out of the brush. Might as well just, have fun with it. So for the purposes of this perm rod set, right? I'm not perm rodding my hair to wear it as a style. I'm perm rodding it to blow it out, to sit under the hooded dryer and to prep it for my quick once over with the paddle brush blow dryer, right? And the thing about using the Tangle Teezer is and obviously like I finger detangled my hair before using the Tangle Teezer. Like I would never just put any brush on my hair without having finger detangled, right? But the thing about using that is it led to me not really having to do a whole lot of blow drying when I finally took the perm rods down. I was like, oh, my hair is softened. And I really do think sitting under the hooded dryer, like the way we used to at the beauty salon, you know how they would do a roller set on you and then put you under the hooded dryer and then use the blow dryer on your hair? That step makes a gigantic difference. I was today years old when I realized just how important it is. Like, do not underestimate the significance of that step. So I'll show y'all later when I get under my hooded dryer, but it's, it's one of those things where, like in my church, we're talking about, the pastor's talking about this being the year of maturity, right? Like we have to be more mature and realize, like if we want long, strong hair, right? If we want salon quality hair, then we're going to have to do some salon quality things and take some salon quality steps at home. And I know it's going to cost a little pretty penny here and there, but I feel like me purchasing my own hooded dryer, right, which actually didn't cost nearly as much as I think it could have because I got one of the portable ones, right? instead of getting a stand-up hooded dryer, right? Like that's an investment, and I won't have to go to the salon and spend a lot more money over time, right? So there we go. That's my first perm rod. And like I was saying, I'm doing like I'm just twisting the hair and then rolling it around the perm rod. So back to the tangle teasing, right? I'm just gently running the brush through my hair. But it's just the difference between using this and the flexi brush like this and your regular paddle brush is truly big and nice. Like, the bristles on the Tangle Teezer are so soft that they just leave your hair flutters. Like it's not really harming your hair, but it's like almost whispering to your hair and saying like, hey, I'll get the tweezers. I'll get the tangles out for you. All right, so guys, a lot of buddy, one cup. Okay. So yeah. So you're mature. You have to be wise and realize like, yeah, like you don't have the time and the money to be going to the actual salon all the time, right? And if you do, God bless you. You know, that's more power to you. I do remind people like I'm Christian, but I preface that by saying, okay, no MAGA and no bigotry. Like we welcome everyone. So welcome to my channel. These days, you hear me talking about my faith. This is not a clear about that. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and twist up this section and then roll it around the perm rod. And I find that, so I know some people just take the hair, use thinner sections, and then roll it around the perm rod without twisting it. But for me, I find that the twisting helps it stay on the perm rod better. And I feel like it depends on the aesthetic effect that you're going for, right? Like for me, I think that this ended up giving me a result similar to a Bantu knot out. And I was kind of sad because I was like, oh, I kind of wanted a cute little in-between style. Now I wanted to see it. I mean, it looks fine. It was just like, when I see other people do their perm rods like on YouTube, I'm like, wait a second. Like, that's a whole, like, it looks like you did a ruler set, right? And for me, it looked like I had a, like, twist out or a Bantu knot out, which was fine. It just, I was surprised and I was like, wait, how come this didn't get out like this? And I think several things. A, I didn't sit under the dryer long enough to have it in. B, doing the twisting, and then I think a lot of people will blow dry their hair before they do, the perm rods. So I'm trying to have a long day. So excuse me, my periodic yawning. But yeah, a lot of people will, if they want to achieve that smoother look, and a straighter look with the bouncy curl, they will blow dry their hair before going into the perm rods, right? And for me, that's kind of counterproductive given the purposes that I'm doing the perm rods for. Like my whole point is to stretch my hair. That's another big thing I should have started off by saying. Like, the goal here is to stretch my hair while taking as much length and experiencing as little breakage as possible. So, things I talked about, investing in myself, right? Like getting all these products and getting the tools, right? Getting an actual hooded dryer, right? Is actually saving me, in the long run, saving me the time and money associated with going to the salon or having somebody else do my hair, right? And personally, I just really value the concept of learning how to take care of your hair, right? Like I feel like practice, obviously I don't think anything is perfect, but practice makes, I wouldn't say practice makes perfect, I'll say practice makes better, right? Like practice is improvement. And that's what I've been noticing is like the more time I've spent doing my own hair, the better I've got it doing my own hair. And the same with my nails. Right? I know you can't see my nails on this video, but I will definitely do a Gel X tutorial video. I just gotta get like better filming equipment specifically for like I need like an angle. I know I have a tripod, a mini tripod that does like an angle that lets me angle the camera. So when I finally take the time to use that, I will make a video and show you guys. I tried a couple times, but I didn't use the attachment. And I'm like, wait a second, like, why do I keep doing this and doing it the wrong way? And what's crazy is like right after all of this, right? Because okay, now I'm obviously doing a voiceover. So a couple nights after going through my whole hair routine, I did my Gel X nails, and I was like, wait a second, how can I just videotape this? Anyway, okay, clearly tired, but happy. See, I'm still satisfied. I know I have a long way to go, but I'm trying so hard to get out of the habit of like thinking of my hair as a burden, right? Because it's beautiful, I love it. However, it takes a lot of effort to maintain, right? And I feel like the proportion of effort that we put in our hair sometimes as Black women, especially as like 4C girlies, right? Like the ratio of like how much time we spend, how much effort we spend, right? How much emotion we invest into our hair. That the proportion of that to the results, like sometimes it's so unbalanced, right? Like for how much work that I put in my hair, I'm like, my hair should be down my ankles at this point, given how much effort I've put into it, how much money, time, and emotion, right? Genuine care, right, over my entire lifetime. But I will say, it is thick, it is healthy, it is strong, and it's still to me fairly, like, I don't want to say like long, but I have a lot of hair. You know what I mean? Like, depending on what your concept of long is, but relatively speaking, right? So look how little hair. Look how little hair. Clap for yourself. Look, Tangle Teezer, holla at me. If y'all want to do collab, I want to sponsor a couple of these videos, holla at you, girl. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. I will be out and ambassador. The fact that I'm this exhausted, but I'm still so excited and hyped about the Tangle Teezer brush. The Tangle Teezer is going big. Okay. So now I'm going to section off another little bit of my hair, and I'm gonna go through and twist again. You know what the routine is at this point. Oh, did I forget to finish? I think I did another. No, I did. I'm just explaining that because I hope I didn't forget a lot about it. Oh, good. Yes. There are a couple times where I feel like I might have forgotten. Like I said, live and learn. Give myself some tips. So yeah, trying to get out of the habit of just that like default thing that we do sometimes, which is like thinking of our hair as like oh my gosh, I have to do my hair. I have to do my hair. I'm trying to remind myself to say like, I get to do my hair, right? As much as it's time consuming, sometimes it's all night for 2 nights in a row. I keep trying to remind myself like, like I'm really excited, really grateful, right? Go to Christina Aguilera's house. I am beautiful in every single way. Your words won't bring me down, right? So it's okay, like nobody's words are gonna bring me down when I think about my hair. Not even my own words, right? Like I really felt that word like just creeping into the back of my mind. That word burden, right? So I had to like talk to myself and be like, self, your words won't bring you down. We're not using the word burden, right? We're going to do some cognitive restructuring. That's my mental health brain slipping in there, my like mental health practitioner brain, right? We're going to replace the word burden with beauty, right? We're going to replace the word have with get, right? We're going to replace the word requirement with opportunity, right? So instead of it being something we have to do, it's something we get to do. So instead of it being a burden, it's beauty, right? It's something that's beautiful. Instead of it being a requirement, for me to take care of myself, invest in myself, and to really slow down and be gentle with myself. Spend so much time rushing, right? And it's hard to I'm literally the longest thing ever. I literally spend a lot of time, doing things very quickly, right? And like rushing and running quite literally, right? So as much as that is part of my self-care too. Like running is a huge part of my self-care, right? Self-care doesn't always have to look fast. It shouldn't always look fast. It shouldn't always look strenuous and involve a ton of like sweat, just movement. This is still time. I don't know, well, y'all can't hear it, but while I was recording this video before I did the voiceover, I think I had like to do some stand-up comedy. I would fluctuate between that and some lo-fi, right? Just chilling in my little, luxury apartment, right? Like being 35 and alive, being, gentle, right? Like soft girl season. I didn't choose the soft light chose me. Baby. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue teasing that right. Do you see how springy, like it just bounces up? Like I couldn't help but smile just a little bit every time I ran that Tangle Teezer through my hair. And okay, but another thing I gotta tell y'all is that Lotta Body, you saw me sniff it, that Lotta Body mousse smells good. It's funny because like when I told my other cousin, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a perm rod set. She was like, oh yeah, you have to think about, if how to say it. A lot of people use Lotta Body, and I was like, wow. It's so funny that you brought that up because that is the exact brand of mousse that I bought. And I'm like, it's the first thing that comes to somebody's mind when you mention the word perm rod set, right? It has to be effective. And that's when I was like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're not switching from Lotta Body. We're keeping Lotta Body. The girlies are sticking to Lotta Body in 2025 and 2026, right? Like, until something else better come along. And like, even if it did, like, I still, I'm loyal. I'm a lot of body hottie. Ow. Okay, let me stop playing around. But yeah, it smells really nice. It smells really nice. At least I like the smell, right? The blue color was kind of off-putting for a second. I was like, why is it blue? Is this natural? Like, it was really good. But I mean, it didn't do anything bad to my, like, I am recording this now, post, what, it's been like 4 days since I actually recorded this video. Now I'm doing the voiceover portion, right? Like, my hair is still very happy. It has retained moisture, it doesn't feel dry, and it's still like in a stretched, blown out state, right? So like, I can't complain. I'm very happy here, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is roll this last perm rod. So this is like the back quarter section of my hair. And so after I like twist it up in the perm rod, I'm gonna jump ahead and just show you what it looks like after I've done significantly more of my hair in the perm rod. And then I'm gonna get under the dryer. So I'll go ahead, twist this section up. Yeah, I think I got the cut off this is a lot of space in my head. So let me just, do this last section and then fast forward to show them how the rest of it looks permanent. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Any other colors? Oh, I forgot to say, yeah, I steamed my hair before this.